On the 5th day of Christmas, my travels gave to me some racist ass kids trying to steal from us in Greece. Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, we are all about fun, family, and flights on this side of YouTube, so take a look around, but don't look too long. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you. If you're subscribed already, living legend, you're the real MVP, absolutely. And if you are a returning viewer and you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. And to every single one of you, like the video, like right now. You don't have to wait to the end, just like the video right now. And if you don't want to like the video, you can dislike it if you want to, and tell me why down in the comments below. All right, so let's get into today's travel video. So today's travel tale takes place in Greece. This was a couple of years ago. I want to say it was around 2019. This had to be spring 2019, where me and two of my friends decided that we're going to go on a journey to Greece. Now, the main I don't know, I'm not sure if it's the capital. I'm sure it's the capital. All right, so most people fly into Athens, Greece. Athens, Greece is on the land side. You know, you have, look at the map, child, look at the map. So you have Athens, and then you have all the other islands that people like to visit. Well, all the islands that people like to visit, such as Mykonos, Santorini, and such. And so on our trip, we decided to fly into Athens, and then we went into Santorini, and then we took a flight to Mykonos, because those are travel friends. You know, you have different groups of friends for different things. And these two people that I was traveling with, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you who they are, and you can go look them up on Instagram. So we have Mr. Handsome Gent himself on IG, and then you have the Traveling Tenderoni, the Traveling Tenderoni child, also on IG. Follow them. They still travel. They booking flights right now as we speak. So we decided that we wanted to take a trip to Greece. And we did. We went to Athens. We went to the place where, I don't want to say the name wrong, the Piathlon, the thing where, you know, it's like a big racetrack where they compete and do all of that. And you have the first, second, third place. That thing right there. It looks like a track. If you're into track and field, it's like that area. Okay, I'll think of the name of it and I'll try to put it on the screen somewhere. Okay, but right now I'm just trying to get this story out because I am behind in my stories, child. All right, so the first night was real cool. We flew into Athens. We had like a wine tasting down, you know, where we were living was very, 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 very lively, right? And another day, I want to say the next day, we took off to Santorini. We stayed in Santorini, then maybe for a day or two, and then we flew over to Mykonos maybe for a day or two, and then ended back in Athens, where we which was our return destination, where we're taking our flight back to Dubai. So on one of these days while we were in Athens, I'm not sure if it was the first part of the trip, but it's given the last part of the trip. And if I can remember to look up some of the photos, because we had a photo shoot on this particular day in Athens, so I'll try to input some of the photos from that particular photo shoot. But we're walking through the streets and, you know, just kind of sightseeing, just doing a tourist thing. Okay, we're in a lively area where more than likely most people are going to be tourists anyways. And so when you're in Europe, let me tell you, they are the best thieves. You hear me? They are the number one when it comes to stealing and pickpocketing, child, especially pickpocketing. So if you're ever traveling abroad to any country, but you want to be very mindful, of course, but Europe is a continent. I know it's not a country, but the whole continent is like this, in my opinion. The whole continent is known for having the best pickpocketers around, period. Okay, so as we're walking, so my friend Handsome Gent, he's walking ahead of us, ahead of myself and the traveling tenderoni. So we're just walking, and he's walking ahead of us because, you know, he's really big on planning the trips, and when it comes to photo shoots and the locations, researching the best locations to go to and all that. So we're following his lead, but you know, we're the ladies, so we're probably just hanging back, chatting, looking at extra different things as we're walking down this street of shops and things like that. So as we're walking, my friend notices, on the traveling tenderoni, she notices that there are 2 kids walking directly behind Handsome Gent, and they're like asking him, like one is like trying to distract him, asking him for money, like they were like poor kids. They were like asking him for money. He's like, no, he's like ignoring them, but they're continuing, and she notices that one of them continues to beg for money while the other one kind of starts to fall back and checking his pockets. And what's in his pocket, I remember if it was I can't remember if it was his phone or his wallet in his back pocket, but they were scoping him out, trying to see what he had. And my friend, she picked up on them, kind of what they were doing, and I wasn't even paying attention. She alerted me to it. They didn't realize that we were all together because he was walking ahead of us. And so she yelled out to him, hey, watch your pockets, these kids are, you know, they're scoping you out, trying to take something from you. And he notices it, and he collects himself, puts his things in a safe area. But these little badass kids, these little thieves, got so mad at my friend for alerting him that they came back and just started verbally attacking her. Like literally just, I don't know what they were saying because they were speaking in their language, but they were very aggressive in their behavior. She's like, get away. We're like telling them to get away, trying to walk away from them. But then they start following us. These little badass kids start following us and just saying stuff in Greek, all down the street. We have no idea what they're saying, but I know that they're saying something. You know, at first, when they first started yelling, I'm like, let's just go. So I'm just trying to walk away really quickly and just kind of laugh it off and go. But after a while, it became it was quite abusive. They were very aggressive little poor thieves. Then they started yelling something, and I was like, they're probably saying something racist at this point. They started yelling something to my friend, because my friend, she was ready to whip their little asses. And I'm not gonna lie, if we cut that corner, nobody was around that corner, I was gonna help her, because we were together, but they were really focused on her, because she was the one who yelled out to our other friend that they were trying to take what was in his pocket. And so they were so angry at her, and they were coming, it was crazy, it was ridiculous. And it was one of those things where if I was in my home country, I probably would snatch your little ass up. But I wasn't in my home country. We weren't in our home country. We're in a foreign language. In a foreign country. So we have to be more aware of, you know, how we respond and how we do things, because they can say anything and then we could be jailed abroad. So at first, like I said, I was trying to just laugh it off, but then they just kept following us and kept yelling stuff and kept trying to, verbally attack her. And then they start saying something, and I noticed, I don't know, it was some, I'm assuming I don't know where they were from. They were black. I think they were African, or they knew the language, because they turned around in shock, looking at us, and like, these kids done said something racist. I know they have. So we kept going. They kept following us around the corner until a Greek guy made them go away. I forget what he said. He was like a guy, he had like a stand on the street. Like, they followed us for a very long time. And he had like a stand on the street where he was selling some of his products. And he started talking to them in the Greek language, and telling them to go away, basically stop hassling them, go away. And eventually they just went away. Eventually. But when I tell you, these kids followed us for a very long time. They followed us for a very long time in Athens, Greece, y'all. I knew they probably said something racist to us, but I don't know the language, so I could not confirm it. But that didn't matter anyway, because it was about to be confirmed for us. All right, so as I was saying, the kids, it was actually a boy and a girl, following us everywhere we were going. They literally followed us all the way down the alleyway. It's bigger than an alley, but they have like shops and everything on both sides. They followed us all the way down that street, around the corner, until we got to the place where the guy had his shop, his stand set up and selling whatever he was selling. And he started talking to them in their language, and in their Greek language, and telling them, and eventually they went away. But he was the one who told us. He was like, do you know what they're saying? We were like, no, we don't. He was like, they're calling you guys the N-word in the Greek language, essentially. We were like, mofos. I swear to God, if I could just have them jokers alone. I swear it is. But it's just crazy though. It just goes to show. I know a lot of people talk about, especially my Americans out there in the world, where you feel like maybe if you leave America that you won't face racism. It's not true. You're gonna face it no matter where you go. It's just different. Coming from someone who's visited almost 50 countries in the world, is it predominant everywhere? Absolutely not. That's probably my only experience. I'm trying to think, has anyone else besides the guy in the airport in Switzerland who flipped out because he was mad because I don't know, whatever his issue was, and he was a black man. So I'm trying to think, have I ever been called anything outside of my name by someone who wasn't a black person in my travels? I think that may have been the only experience in Greece. Let me just make sure. That's the only experience that I can recall. And if has been another time, it's because I didn't understand the language that they were using. They tried to call me something else, perhaps. Okay, so I'll say that that's the only known experience that I've had where someone of European descent attacked us with a racial slur. I'll say that. So yeah, that's our little short story for today about these kids who basically followed us and verbally attacked us, calling us the N-word in their Greek language in Athens, Greece. It's hard out here being blessed, y'all. But you know what? My friend was very, very upset. And I was upset too. Because it's like, how you poor and out here mad at us because they want to call us defamatory, call us all out our names because you poor and we didn't let you. My homegirl caught you trying to steal from our friend. Like, caught you trying to pickpocket our friend. How you poor? You out here begging, and you still have the audacity to think you better than us. And you dirty. You very dirty. They was very dirty. They were very dirty. But I don't let that deter me from visiting countries, because the truth of the matter is you got hateful people all over the world. So I still get out there and I travel, and I've been to Greece again since then, and I've never had that experience. Because if I let one experience here or there deter me from traveling to countries, I wouldn't go nowhere, child. I wouldn't go nowhere. I'll stay my ass in Prentice, Mississippi. I would go absolutely nowhere in my little community, child. So yeah, we're just still kicking and traveling and visiting the world, living our best lives. So that's the story. We're gonna wrap it up right there. I'm probably gonna make this one a lot shorter than the other ones. It might be under 10 minutes, child, because I'm talking about a whole lot of stuff that really don't have nothing to do with this video. So I'm probably gonna cut all of that out. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Again, all of these videos in my 12 days of Christmas series are gonna be shorter. I'm not going into a whole bunch of details. Just want to give you the points, boom, boom, bam. But if you do have questions about it, let me know in the comments below. I'm thinking after I finish my 12 days of Christmas, maybe I'll go live and I'll kind of discuss some of the points, some of the things that people have brought up. Hold up. If you clicked on this video from Facebook, I want y'all to comment. So often I get people like commenting, asking me things. Maybe people that I know may ask me in person. People are sending me a message on different platforms. I want y'all to tell me right here on YouTube, okay? I need the engagement right here on the tube. Let me know what's up, okay? All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this thing up right now. Stick around for the next parts. We have reached 5 parts, I believe. The 6th part is dropping soon. As always, it's your girl L, just living. Love you bunches. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget to check the description for some special links for some special things that's happening in 2025. Bye.